That's us. We're here.
Hello.
What is going on?
Come on, you can do it.
We're going to do it. What the hell?
There it goes. I can hear it.
Let's do it.
And now, Jabroni Studios, in association with Big Herm Productions, is proud to present to you, recording from an undisclosed location in Oakdale, Connecticut, it's Chris Burns, it's Chris Lynch, this is Dysfunction Junction.
You know, I don't even know how to articulate how to open this show today based on pre-production and having a good time as we do in pre-production, talking about things that other people like to put ideas in our heads and say, this is exactly what you think. What we should do, Herm, is 1 week start the show 15 minutes early, not tell the world, just put it out there and say, okay, bitch, watch what we just said. Then give them the...
Just load it.
The riffage, yeah. Fuck it. And then we'll look him in the eye, smack him in the mouth, send him to prison, and say, welcome to Dysfunction Junction.
Fuck yeah.
Chris Burns here. With me, as always, the Possum King himself, looking not so sickly today. He is
Chris Lynch.
And, of course, the producer extraordinaire, the man with no hair. And he is running this show tonight, not just production-wise. This is his show tonight, kids. So if you had a good time, or you get pissed off, or maybe you were a resident of one of these facilities, blame him. It's Michael P.S. Herman.
I didn't arrest nobody.
Neither did I.
I didn't arrest nobody.
I want you guys to remind me tomorrow. I'm driving tomorrow night. If I get down to Occam, I have to take a picture at Occam Package Store.
Fuck them and Occam.
It is the funniest shit I've ever seen. They got a new wrap for the serve yourself ice machine. And I saw it today. I was out doing errands and I stopped for my libations and I was pissing myself laughing. And I thought to myself, I should have took the fucking picture. You guys will love it. It's hilarious. I just can't get it. I'm not gonna describe it. So next week when we do 1-star strip club reviews, Herm can have the picture to put up. So all of you guys who are watching this, who are like, I wonder how funny this actually is, you'll see for yourself. It's fucking hilarious.
Shut up.
It's genius. It's fucking genius marketing is what it is. And in an area, well, I'll leave it there. It's funny as fuck. Anyway, no quick hits, no bullshits. Herm, this is your show. This is your show. I've been salivating since he brought up this topic. He's looking around like I said 30 years ago. Thank you.
No, he's telling his wife to shut the fucking dog up.
Shut the fucking dog up. I saw that.
He's got the Symphony of Dysfunction going on.
No
I passed
music.
the mantle to you, Herm.
Yes, you did.
I passed the mantle to you. I'm down to 3.
Oh,
3 dogs.
man.
3 dogs after Blue passed away in February.
Blue was a good dog.
From an all-time high of 10 down to 3.
The animal kingdom is shrinking.
Marlon I'm Marlon Perkins. And
Marlon Perkins no longer lives upstairs. You just got you, the wife, and 3 dogs, 2 cats, 4 pigs, 3 chickens.
Who was his assistant? Jim?
Yeah.
Jim.
Yes.
It was
He
Jim.
still does that. Jim, young Jim.
I can't believe he's still alive, though. That was in the 60s and 70s. With me, as always, is Jim.
He was young when he did that show. Anyway, go ahead, Herm.
All right. So you ever, go somewhere and stay somewhere and, you spend a little time and they got little comment cards and, you want to review it, like tell us about your stay. Well, we have people. I started thinking about it, thinking about, staying places.
Yeah.
And I started wondering, do people ever leave, comment cards for correctional facilities?
1-star, worst toilet ever.
Yeah, no.
The toilet wine tasted like aluminum.
And it started out I was wondering if anything in Colorado, and there are. And then I was wondering, and it started out, I was wondering if there's any in Connecticut, and there aren't any. So, like, there is not one jail or prison in Connecticut that has a rating. So I started looking everywhere that I've been, and I stumbled across one in Colorado, and then I stumbled across a few more, and I've got a list, and some are long and some are short. Some
are green, some are brown,
or just picture only. But it's 20. It's 20 of what I think are the funniest reviews from across the country. Prison, but from actual inmates.
I've been wondering, not to stop your rock. I have been wondering all week because I'm waiting for that. There's just this one I have in my head. I'm going to leave it alone that they complain about, and I'm waiting for it. And if it happens, you'll see me. I will fall this way out of my chair.
All right, so here it is.
Okay. Hello, Sarah, in the comment section.
We're going to start with. All right, let's see. I need this on this half of the screen.
Okay. Oh, you got visual aids. I like it.
Yeah.
Visual
Ladies
aids.
and gentlemen, the high-tech redneck, Big Herm.
Visual aids. You can get a shot to clear that up.
All right. So here we are.
Leave that alone.
We are.
Too easy.
Yeah.
All right. So this is a 5-star review.
A 5-star.
Yep, by inmate Dave S. at the Cook County Department of Corrections in Chicago, Illinois.
Ooh.
Well, Cook County is like one of the worst. All those police.
I don't know.
You see a lot of those
coming in with. Dave's coming in with 5 stars. We got to hear what he has to say.
All right, so
he grew up to be. I was Banana. See, he grew into Dave.
He came over from New Zealand, shot a motherfucker, and now he's in jail.
All right,
so he writes.
So Dave writes, a unique and memorable lodging and dining experience can be found here in Chicago. The personal service and hospitality I received here are second to none. They will come pick you up anywhere in Chicago and personally escort you with a team of concierge agents to the front desk to be sure that you find it and arrive safely. As most places, you're just dropped off in front. Since it was taking so long to have our rooms prepared for us, they offered us a complimentary meal. The meat was nothing like I have ever tasted before. It was not hot nor cold, but at an extremely unique room temperature where it was perfect for eating. The portion could have been larger, but I can forgive this as it was like nothing else I have ever tasted before in my life. All right, Dave.
Dave might be the best troll ever in the history of ever. That is amazing.
The personal concierge is chef's kiss.
Very much so. Very much so.
And when he describes the food as something I have never tasted before, like, come on, man, you're trolling hard, but I love it. I absolutely love it, Dave. You're our favorite prisoner ever. I'm so glad we didn't do Adopt a Felon because Dave might have been it. Dave might have been the guy.
Heard. Dave.
Heard.
Dave, if you're still in prison, look us up. We'll adopt you.
Shoot us a message. All right. So our next.
If you're on the outside, shoot another motherfucker so we can put money on your commissary card.
That's right.
Socks and draws on us.
This next one comes from
How many? This is a 5-star again?
This is a 3.3 review from
Uh-oh.
P.
Oh, well, P, we're looking forward to it.
This is for the Federal Correction Institution in Danbury, Connecticut.
Ooh.
Yes. It's not an actual review, but here's what we've got. Here's what we've got right now.
Okay.
We're going to share.
Okay.
Because we can.
Because
right.
we can. I'm going to
Sharing
share
is caring.
the screen. And here we go. We're going to share this one.
Come on, magic window. Alakazam, Kalazam. There we go.
Okay, what do we got?
We're
Federal
getting there.
Corrections.
Hold on.
Okay.
This is it right here. Mm.
The last. Oh, that's an ad. I thought it was they were like advertising. Your last great stop after you shoot a motherfucker.
I felt like I was overstaying my welcome, but they wouldn't let me go home.
Oh, P, you fucking lyrical genius.
I feel like this is a true, and this is it. It's a good one. I feel like it's short, but I feel, and it's just a picture, but I feel like it's dead on.
Well, you got to ask yourself, what did you do, Pete, to put yourself there?
Yeah.
I mean, were you there for a weekend jaunt? A monthly sabbatical?
This isn't like when they do, the guys on Crime and Sports do the prisoner dating game, and they tell you what they do in their what they did in their bio, but when they do the show, they omit it. So Jimmy gets freaked out at the end trying to avoid the pedophile. But I would love to know what these guys. Yeah, I would love to know what these people did to A, earn these accommodations, and B, basically what they did to earn these accommodations.
Right. I mean, some of them are like that's Cook County. That's technically not even a prison. That's just a lockup.
That's a county jail. That's a lockup.
That's a county jail. That's 30 to 60 days. All right.
Right.
So what else? Let's see. We have.
That's where you go for contempt of court.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Our next review is Folsom State Prison in Folsom, California. And it's a 3-star review from Eli T.
Eli T.
Eli writes, I asked when checkout time was, and I was told 12:15. That seemed oddly specific. But when I called over the guard at 12:15 to let her know I was ready to check out, she refused to let me. I was confused. Food service is prompt, but low quality. No room service unless you order some special solitary package or something like that.
Jesus Christ.
I wasn't interested in paying that kind of a premium for a room, so I declined.
Okay.
Beds seemed to be really cheap quality, but the toilets and sinks are updated stainless steel, which adds a very nice modern flair to the place.
I was waiting for the toilet review.
Overall, I had a decent stay, but I would prefer to not stay here again. I did party with a guy in a band named Contra or something like that, but I don't really recall all the specifics.
Well, Lynch obviously bailed out because he wants to go to this prison.
Oh, he's back. I'll get him. Showers were rather inconvenient and lacked the privacy that I'm used to. I might travel with a different booking site next time.
Yeah. Maybe I won't rob that convenience store to earn these accommodations.
Right?
The fuck are these people expecting? The Hilton?
Very nice.
The Ritz.
The Ritz, yeah. Since when do they put bars on the windows at the Hilton?
Right?
Well, you didn't have to do that just for little old me.
That almost passed me by. Jesus Christ. All right, what do you got next?
All right, let's see.
These niggas are crazy.
We have another Folsom prison.
Ooh.
This is a 5-star review from Jeremy G.
I thought you were going to say Johnny Cash, but Jeremy G, let's hear it.
Jeremy writes, I found out that this is where my license plates are made.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I have custom California license plates on each one of my Ford Fiestas. One says Schlitz, one says Schlitz, and the other says cocktail, spelled Koktail.
Yeah, I'll bet it
I would have
does.
used C's for the second one, but somebody had already taken it. Anyway, the letters came out great, and the coloring of the license plates is superb. I would like to thank the person who made it.
Yell down to cell block C. Hey, Artie! Yeah, thanks for the
Johnny
plates.
says you're good. It's good.
2 thumbs up, Omar.
Tell him I got some toilet wine with his name on it. Send him down.
Oh, you want the Zinfandel or the Chardonnay?
The Zinfandel.
Yo, who won the cell block's diabetic? He gets to make the sweet stuff.
Jeez.
Go down and see our Mexican friends. They make the Pinot Gringo.
The
Pinot Gringo. The Bordelais.
The Bordelaise. Don't forget the Sauvignon Blanc. Well, that's Mississippi prison. Sorry.
All right, what else? All right.
Who makes?
I don't know. You're
Moving
Who makes
on.
the red wine?
Moving on.
Someone with a urinary tract infection.
We're going to Indianapolis, Indiana, and we're going to Marion County Jail.
Oh, the county jail. I thought you were going to the Supermax. Damn it.
5-star review from Jesse S. It's short,
Okay.
but I think it says a lot.
Okay.
I heard the food was fire. It was. Try the bologna sandwiches. Best in the city. Better than any New York deli, even.
Fuck you.
That pimento loaf was banging.
Yo,
Best
Tamara.
pimento loaf ever.
Tamara, can I get the prosciutto, please? What the fuck? Better than a New York deli.
Better
Fuck
than a
you.
New York deli.
You sick twat.
Where'd you cook these hot dogs? In your asshole?
Jeez.
I didn't even hit a vein yet. What are you fucking doing?
Blah.
I know a dude though.
Right? I know a dude.
His
He
name
likes
is
to eat
Banana
Snick-
C.
He likes to eat Snickers bar with the veiny side down.
Oh my
All
god.
right.
I quit.
Here we go.
That's it. It's it. It's over. I quit.
Fuck you. Fuck you, I quit.
Go ahead.
We've got a 1-star review from Justin.
My man. All right, Justin, don't let me down.
Marion County Jail. Well, first off, I opted for the all-inclusive extended stay package here at Marion County's finest. The host
Life
at the
sentence.
The host at the front desk was very rude, but I did appreciate the midnight snack of 2 bologna sandwiches and 2 cookies as I was given since it was late. It seemed there were a lot of shady characters hanging around the lobby, but I just assumed they were locals enjoying the free snacks and TV. One nice local gave me the best advice I have ever received, which was, "You better watch your ass." And it would come in handy many, many times over my stay.
Practical.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, positive.
I would love to talk to each and every one of these people just to find out that they're obviously funny motherfuckers. They're treating this like you just went to the DoubleTree or
Right.
the Comfort Inn.
Right.
Now, hopefully, somewhere on this list, you have someone that was, rung up for something, and I know you do. You gotta have it. Come on now, please don't let me down. Like, I got a life bid, and let me tell you about this place. This, scared straight type thing. Oh, that would be so great. Fuck. These guys, and you got a lot of time to think about it when you're in prison. These guys are world-class trolls. I'm enjoying this. You know, the linens were not as soft as I thought they'd be.
For real.
But the pillows, let me tell you, better than the Ritz-Carlton.
I mean, I think you're onto something, Chris. I think there should be more podcasts from prison. Coming at you live from the rec area.
Right? And now, recording from Corrigan, it's Chris Burns. It's Chris Lynch.
And out in Colorado, it's Michael P.S. Herman. What did you two do? You don't want to know.
Hi, my name is Chris Burns. I'm doing double life for, they call it a double homicide, but it was only one shot. How did I know she was going to be behind him?
All I'm saying is it had nothing to do with a dog.
No. Not at all. There I was in Butler, Pennsylvania. I'm hanging out on the rooftop.
Yeah. Minding my own goddamn business.
Right. Next thing you know, I'm in a Supermax in Mississippi and I'm writing this review. Oh, fuck. What do you got next turn?
I'm just dialing in my rangefinder.
We have another Marion County Jail. It's,
okay.
It's a 5-star review from David.
5-star.
I don't know what people are complaining about. This place is amazing with 3 exclamation points.
He means it.
All the food is free. Exclamation point. The room is free. Exclamation point. They give you fresh clothes when you arrive. Exclamation point. You can book a stay for as long as you want, and it's all free. Occasionally, you might have to share your room with another person, but only if you have a 2-bed room. Again, this place is amazing. It even says that it's in the top 1% of all places to stay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And it's free. How do they even stay in business?
What's this guy's name?
This is David H.
David, I'm sorry. That was good shit. I don't understand why people don't just listen to you, go out and whack a bum and end up in this amazing place where the food is free, the room is free, the clothing is free. What the fuck? I love it.
I mean, it really is a good deal.
Wow, that's loud.
What?
Your microphone just a minute ago.
Oh, sorry.
I'm looking up some right now. I gotta add something to this.
Let's see.
Go ahead.
Here we go. I have one more from Marion County Jail. Another one. This is a 2-star review from Jasmine F.
Ooh, Jasmine. Just finished your shift. Just finished your shift at the Fuzzy Grape.
Our first lady responder. 2-star review from Jasmine. She writes, overall, I had a good experience, but I'm giving these motherfuckers a few stars for feeding us those nasty ass sandwiches with the soggy ass cookies and a warm apple juice. It was fun while it lasted, but I'll never be back in that nasty motherfucker again. All right, Jasmine. Good luck.
Talk about scared straight.
Good luck.
I can't. I have to. So in looking, I'm still listening, and I read this one. Hopefully it's not on your list. I don't know where this is. The Clark County Detention Center.
Yes. Is that KCC, Zachary G, or Thomas B?
Well, it was KCC. I'll leave that alone. I'm just good. You just keep rolling. Keep rolling. I'm gonna keep looking at these. These are hilarious. How do you not think of this before?
All right, so here it is. Here's the 5-star review from KCC and the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas. Casey writes, I got tired of showering alone. They accommodated my needs during my stay here. Usually you have to pay over the top rates for this in Las Vegas. The view wasn't the greatest, but the company was fun. Complaint.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Complaint was my company. There seemed to be too many sketchy people. Probably not a bad idea to do a background check on your guests. You know.
We must be on. I have KCC, and then I have another one from him.
Let's see. All right, we'll come back to that one. Let's see.
The bar was served from a toilet, and I at first thought it was awkward, but it got the job done.
See, you know.
Oh.
I got a 1-star review from Zachary G about Clark County Detention Center.
Bring it on, Zach. Bring it on.
Let's see. Zach's pretty would not recommend, as everything was dirty, nowhere to sleep, and apparently the place is full of criminals. If possible, I would try making sleeping arrangements at a different location.
Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful.
Let's see. We got more Clark County. Let's see.
Tell me, do you have Rikers on your list?
No.
Okay, can I read one from Rikers?
Yes.
Okay. 1-star review from Joseph. He says, I served 25 years there and I was innocent. The warden made me do everyone's taxes and lie on the books. Luckily, my friend Red smuggled a rock hammer and eventually I escaped through the sewer pipes. Never again will I stay here.
All right, Shawshank.
I know, right?
I'm out.
My nice friend Red left some money in a tree.
Left some money in a tree.
Go ahead, please.
Oh.
All right. Here we go. This is a good one. It's a 1-star review from Thomas B.
Thomas B. Cuban B.
Thomas writes, food is miserable. Staff is surly and non-smiling. Beds are uncomfortable. Would be more comfortable sleeping in the back seat of an old Ford Pinto parked in a 7-Eleven parking lot. Check-in and check-out takes literally hours. Room
No
service,
shit.
not even available. Linens are only changed weekly. It's a non-smoking property. There's no turn-down service or mints on the pillow.
Waiting
Ever.
for it. We joked about this, the turn down service.
An Airbnb room at your grandma's nursing home would be a huge step up. Reservations are not only unnecessary, they're not recommended.
No shit. Fuck. What is wrong with people?
I don't know, but that's why we're talking about them.
The toilet wine tasted a little like piss. I can't put my finger on it.
I think somebody pissed in my toilet wine.
Jesus.
Since when did they put corn in a Snickers bar? Good fuck. We're only 35 minutes in and my face hurts.
It's killing me.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Couldn't help it.
All right, let's see. What else? And now we're going to move to a nice, stable State of the Union. And where nothing crazy ever happens. And we're going to saunter down to Orange County Jail in Orlando, Florida.
Home of the idiots.
We have a 5-star review from Jamie K.
All right, Jamie.
Jamie writes, facility, 5 stars. Dickhead Orlando police detective that arrested me, 0 stars. I spent a relaxing night here a few years ago for allegedly violating Article 8, Section 18-411, Codes 1986 of the City Ordinance, better known as off-premise canvassing. A local nightclub hired us to pass out free drink passes, but failed to mention the law preventing it. The officer wanted to make an example out of me to show the club owners they wanted the flyering to stop. I was given no warning, Staff was generally efficient and friendly. My fellow detainees had lovely words of encouragement, as this was not their first offense. All right.
Well, it sounds like your complaints are not warranted. You got busted. Shit happens. Life goes on. Eat the mistake. Learn from the mistake. You took the loan. Pay the loan. Basically.
Yeah, I can see that. I can also see that unfortunately I can also see unfortunately that he didn't know, but
Right.
I'm betting the club owner did, and that's why he hired somebody else to do it. And
Bingo.
People do it. So
right.
What he needed was a better lawyer.
It's not like Jamie was doing a 25-year bid for littering.
Yeah,
that would piss me off. Threw a Burger King cup out the window. I've been here since 1994. What the fuck?
Oh, and now we're gonna go clear across the country. We're gonna go to Seattle, Washington.
All right.
With the King County Correctional Facility. We have a 1-star review from Doris L.
Doris.
My granola wasn't crunchy enough.
Time out. If your name is Doris, you've been there since the 60s. That's all I know.
That was my grandmother's name.
If your grandmother were alive today, how old would Doris be?
Oh, yeah, no. I'm just saying that was my grandmother's name.
Okay. I have an aunt named Doris. She's long since passed.
Older.
This woman has been here since 1954. That's all I'm saying.
Can't judge.
No. I was a guest at the King County Bed and Breakfast in 2001.
Bed and breakfast.
Not the most welcoming place I ever visited. Both the bed and the breakfast were well under par. Why my rectum needed to be inspected before I was offered my lovely jumpsuit and plastic sandals is far beyond me.
There's drugs in the trunk.
They make you do that. It's unfortunately.
It's standard operating procedure. You get a finger in the ass, you move along.
They don't actually stick
my kind of place.
Anymore. Oh, they only stick a finger in if they see something.
Correct.
Now they just make you just spread them wide.
Pretty much.
That's it. And the clothes don't fit well at all. They don't do very well for sizing. It's horrible. Oh, we have a 2-star review from Peter C.
Peter
says, I never got my phone call during my stay at King County Jail. Whoever slices the bologna for the white bread sandwiches also has one on steady hand. The thickness variation is totally unacceptable. I'm glad they promote multiculturalism by having no jail rape sex harassment tape also play in Espanol.
I have two comments for this gentleman.
They give us great souvenirs, though. I brought home some sugar-free, non-branded Kool-Aid and even a comb.
Ooh.
The staff was also kind enough to turn off my phone before booking so I could call an Uber after getting out.
Two questions for this guy. Do you think, sir, that Gordon Ramsay or Robert Irvine should come in and teach the kitchen staff how to slice the bologna correctly so they get the thickness that you, sir, absolutely want and desire?
Well, I don't even think that he had a preferred thickness. I think his it's not that it was too thick or too thin.
It just was
all over the map.
It's that it was inconsistent. And the chef in me can completely understand that. I am not making a comment, sir, in the regards of the taste of this dish at all. What I am saying is that every time I come here and eat this dish, it's different.
The chicken parm was this big this week, and this big next week, and this big the week after.
And the chef in me, I'd like that tightened up. I would like a class on correct meat slicing.
I have a solution.
We determine is it the person cutting it? Do they have it on the wrong slice setting? Sometimes is it the tray? Because if they get warped, they'll and from too much pressure over time,
It always resorts to this.
and you'll end up with with wedges. There's several things that can lead to non-consistent meat, but they could bring somebody in. I would volunteer just out of the goodness of my chef soul.
Well, there's where my solution. That's where my solution lies.
And solve the baloney problem that's facing these people in Washington.
There are certain crimes I do not want either of you two to commit. Okay, one of them is domestic violence. The other one is kid diddling. So if you want to go beat a homeless guy and do a 5-year bid and teach the kitchen staff how to do their job as your 6 cents a day job going forward, then I'm all for it, because I know wherever prison you are sitting in, Herm,
those prisoners are going to look.
They'll be fed.
If I ever go to prison, it's making the news. It's making the morning show. I'll be the prison chef. That's how that's.
Yes, you will.
We have I will be like the kitchen czar. I will be Jesus. I will be literally the meat messiah as far as these people are concerned.
Got to get Robert Irvine to do a kitchen nightmare.
No, literally, they'd be tricking me into like shivving people in prison, so I'd get a life sentence, so I could never have to leave and not have to cook ever.
Lynch, here's a great show: Dueling Prisons. Right, check this out. In one prison, you have Robert Irvine, and in another prison, you have Gordon Ramsay, and they come together in the prison battle dome, and Bobby Flay can go fuck himself, and they'll have these two battle it out, and whatever prison has the best food, the losing prison tacks 5 years to their bid.
That's what I'm saying. Hell's Kitchen Prison Edition.
Right?
That's fine. I'd watch that. I'd watch that more than the regular one.
I'm Robert Irvine, and welcome to Prison Impossible.
You know what I mean? Like, think about it.
I gotta be honest. If I'm being honest
Hell's
with you,
Kitchen, like literally do it like what's the other one there? Iron Chef.
There you go. We have 20 minutes to open this prison chow hole. Let's go. I love Robert Irvine, and I'm gonna write to him. He's a friend of mine on Twitter. We've shared commentary with each other, and I'm gonna write to Robert Irvine and be like, we came up with this great idea. We only want 15% of the gross.
yeah. You know, if I'm being honest with you, this food tastes like shit.
Right? It's sloppy. There's no flavor. You obviously did not use seasoning, and Gordon Ramsay's in the back. You fucking idiot! And he's doing his bit, and Robert Irvine's being the gentleman. Dude, this could work. This could work. Why are we sitting here on a fucking Tuesday night? We should be in Hollywood somewhere pitching this idea to rent. Lynch just ran away with our idea, and he's going to make $1 million. That's why he bailed out. I'm not going to lie to you. You got another good one, please? Because I am looking for another good one.
Hold on.
All right. When Lynch comes back, I have to run upstairs.
I gotta bring him back in. There he is.
Good damn!
I don't know what the fuck's going on, guys. Herm, I need that fucking satellite internet.
Do you have shitty internet? So does Lynch. So call whoever the fuck.
Here's the thing.
Well, my T-Mobile bill is insane, but it is insane. But then if you start breaking down what I have and what I get from them, it's really not, and what I'm buying.
That's fair.
Like, we're still paying for her phone. We have the fastest internet on the planet with them. We have their high-end plan. We have their best cell plan. We have 2 phones, 2 tablets, and the tablets are all full everything anyway. You saw what I get for the cell phone.
Yeah.
And so everything that includes paying a monthly payment for her phone, 1, 2, 3, 4, unlimited services for 4 devices, unlimited internet. I think we pay our bill's like $327. Which
but
really
is
not bad if you start breaking down what that is. That also includes my Hulu is free, my fucking Apple TV is free,
yep.
My Netflix is free,
Yada yada. You've convinced us. It's the best.
You know what I mean? But yeah,
Well,
that satellite shit will be pretty cool. It'll just
Well,
be
here-
available.
The
Here's the
internet that
thing.
I have sucks. No, no.
Well, here's the thing. Anywhere else in the house, all my TVs, rock solid. Fucking gig download. I'm in like a Faraday cage up here for whatever reason in Mantown.
Don't understand it. I don't understand it. Anyway, now that he's about to bubble up, we need another review.
All right. Here we go.
Guys, don't forget next week we're going from prisons to strip clubs. Tell your friends, tell your mom, Herm, have the music ready, the good music.
All the fancy music. We're breaking out the fine china.
All right.
Well, it depends. I'll leave it up to Lynch. Do you want the Bloodhound Gang or do you want Kiss?
Bloodhound Gang. Fuck it.
All right. The Bloodhound Gang is on tap for next week's 1-star strip club reviews.
All right.
Open and close.
All right. Here we go. A 1-star review from Matt G. And we're still in
Florida, right?
Seattle, Washington.
Oh, Seattle. That's right. I'm sorry.
I stopped by to check on any new service enhancements.
I stopped by.
Sprang us a surprise inspection on New Year's Day.
Yeah.
Luckily, I was locked up in the same cell. Yay! Apples to apples comparison of my 2012's arrest. I would have given them 2 stars this time because of the entertainment.
Well, the entertainment.
No one knew why I was arrested during booking. A real laugh riot. Shades of early slapstick, listening to 3 Yukos debate my charges. Even the young lady printing me cracked a smile and said I'd get off. Since when did failing to use a blinker become reckless driving and domestic violence?
Okay, time out.
You're going to have questions and we don't have them. We don't have answers.
No. I am going to ask the questions out loud, though, because not too long ago, I had a blinker out and I got pulled over. And the cop says, I need your license, your registration, your proof of insurance. Give it all to him. Do you know why I stopped you? I said, probably someone let me know I had a taillight and a blinker out. Here are all the bulbs that I just bought today. And tomorrow, me and my buddy Billy are putting them into the car. And that cop looked at me and said, all right, you're free to go. I'm betting, sir, not you guys, sir, who wrote this review, that there's something about those 2 little words, domestic abuse, that kind of got you back into the same cell you spent time in 13 years ago? Not quite sure. Wasn't the blinker. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Anyway.
Fuck. a busted blinker. Fuck you.
Yeah, you blink us out.
Right? Go to Boston.
Huh?
You'll find it everywhere. The blinkers are nice blinker, asshole.
Nice merge.
That's not a fucking exit. What are you doing?
You don't stop at a fucking yield. Which is true. New England people do that.
They do. It drives me nuts.
Especially Rhode Island.
I had someone tell me one time, this is no word of a lie. I'm a passenger in their car. We're getting onto the highway down here in Norwich by the Cemetery Arms Hotel. I don't know what the fuck they call it, but they built it next to a cemetery. Yeah. And they're in the merge lane. We're getting ready to get on the highway and laid on the horn as people were aligned, zooming. It's like, don't they understand what yield means? I'm like, what do you think yield means? Yeah. Wait for it. He said that the traffic has to yield to me coming on the highway. I'm like, dude, how did you pass your fucking driver's test? You yield to the traffic that is already going 65 plus. It's not like, oh shit, here comes Todd. Let me move over. Let me help him get onto that. Fuck you. So, Todd, if you're still out there, you're an idiot. How did you pass your driver's test? Don't know. Didn't want to use your name? Too bad, so sad. Fucking Todd.
Yeah, but on most tests, they don't ask you what yield means. They just ask you to identify the sign. That's the problem.
This is true. That's true. Absolute God's honest truth.
Actually read the whole
thing. You're right.
Know exactly what it is. If you don't, you just have to. It's literally just knowing that an eggplant is a dick emoji. That's literally all they have to do.
as soon as you said that, the first thing that came to my mind was, what does the yellow light mean?
Yes. Yes. Slow down.
Slow down, Jim.
What
the
does
yellow light mean?
Hey.
slow down? What?
Does yes, it's exactly it.
I want you guys to do me a favor. If you ever hear that I'm on my deathbed, Emma picks up the phone and says, Lynch, Hearn, this is it. He's got 2 days to live. And I'm
We
there
don't
and I
know
got
if
the
you can hear
two.
us or not. I'll do it. I'll
Watch this.
send out like this.
I got it like this. Hearn, hold my beer.
If he doesn't crack up by he's dead. What? He's not. He
Nope.
can't hear
Herm.
shit.
Nope, Herman will be like this. Slow down.
It's good save. Heard. Ready? Watch this. Hold on. What does the yellow light mean? No,
Emma,
see,
sweetie.
stop,
Emma, sweetie,
stop.
it's okay. Watch this.
all right.
Uncle Herm's
Listen.
got your back.
What does the yellow light mean? Slow.
Slow down.
What does stick with me, yellow. Don't go nowhere. Hold on. It's gonna get better. Light.
Lynch would do
I'll
the
get there.
opposite. Watch this. Lynch would do the opposite. He would lean down and whisper in my ear, say his name and he appears. And my dead ass body be like, so you both have your marching orders. If I'm on my deathbed, come make Emma laugh.
He's alive. No, not yet, Em.
No, he's not.
He's not yet. Stick with me. Hold on.
He's reacting.
He's coming. Stick with me. What?
Herm, it's not working. Go ahead, take it over, Lynch. Say his name and he... All right, next review.
All right, here we are. We're going back to the East Coast. We're going to East Elmhurst, New York, and we're going to Rikers Island.
Ooh, there we go.
We have
That's tough shit.
We have a 5-star review from Michael N.
Ooh.
I use Sky Miles and Bitcoin to score a much coveted Christmas to New Year's suite at one of NYC's most celebrated new resorts. Spartan, but spectacular. Rikers Island Correctional Facilities offers impeccable views of the Manhattan skyline and is easy to access from nearby LaGuardia Airport.
No shit. What'd you do? What'd he do?
You won't give a second thought to the termites and bed bugs while enjoying your thoughtfully prepared continental breakfast buffet, replete with powdered omelets and rodentia carving station.
Nice.
If you are
Very nice.
hungry for a little alone time, why not try the in-cell dining option? For your nocturnal pleasure, may we suggest the chocolate-infused palmetto bugs as a healthy, late-night, crunchy snacking alternative, a pure house delight, and a specialty.
Oh, a specialty.
I like it. I like that review. Yes, it's nice.
I can.
Yeah, I heard this appetizer is really good. It's called Coney Island Whitefish, drizzled in butter sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, and a side of baby batter.
Oh, that was some thought. That was nice. That was tastefully done. It was nice. We're still going to stick with Rikers Island, and we're going to a 4-star review from Mo I.
Mo I.
The only reason I didn't give 5 stars is the poor health care. But if you like studying creatures such as bedbugs, lice, and these mutant fucking water bugs that are in this place, it's cool. The food is served 3 times a day, with breakfast being a choice of wheat bread, jelly, butter, and milk with cereal. If you're lucky enough to spend more time, you can get 1 muffin. And on Thursdays, the chicken line is where it's at. Choose between the rare or the medium cooked chicken.
Oh,
Please keep in mind,
oh.
you have to eat fast due to the fact that the rats that seem to be working out as much as the prisoners and they're not scared of anything. And they
Wow.
and they will debo your food and not ask any questions.
Debo.
They
Nice.
will debo your food.
They will debo. This is my chicken. That's my gold chain. This is my bike. This is my sewer rat.
You have choose between the rare or the medium cooked chicken.
The fact that they're saying this about chicken, and we all know about cooking chicken and all this bullshit.
Gotta be medium well.
Ugh,
Medium well chicken.
I love the rare chicken. It's good for you.
Medium well chicken is good.
Yeah, the whiter, the pinker, the better. That's where you get the really good bouts of diarrhea.
I'm serious about the medium well chicken. I am dead serious.
Well, I'll believe you.
100 chicken to 150, 155. It's done. Done.
I'll take your word for it.
Done. It's safe. It's safe. I'm a caveman though, so and I eat raw meat, so it doesn't really fucking matter.
Medium. I can't.
Medium well chicken.
Oh.
Medium rare. Medium well.
Okay, medium well, I can buy.
That's like the upper end, almost close to that fully cooked 165 thing.
You only got that one line of pink in the middle, not the.
Yeah, and it's not
pink.
even that. It's just almost the slightest little. It's just not white and dry. It's just cooked. That's all. Just cooked. And it carries over a little bit.
White and dry, like my ex-wife. Sorry.
All
Sorry.
right. All right.
They can't all be as funny as me, Herm. It's a lot of work. Keeping this up.
It's a lot of something, bro. It's a lot of something. Walter, what are you doing? Don't.
I'm gonna take a shit right here.
No, he's not. His mother will kick
Oh,
his ass.
the two girls.
Yo, she does not need another motherfucking reason to run that fucking carpet machine, bro. I made a mistake. I made an error in judgment, and I bought a carpet machine. And I thought, all right, we'll use it. She only ran it like once today, I think, maybe just one. If it doesn't run once a day in this room,
It's not doing its job.
I'm serious. Like, this bitch is getting some money out of this. Like, I paid $200-300 for this thing, and like this machine runs. She's using it like it's industrial. Like it gets used in this room. Holy Christ! Like she likes the carpet machine a lot.
Hey, you know it's clean. You can eat off that carpet.
Oh,
the
here
floor.
we go. Oh, we got.
Before you do, I ran upstairs real quick. I had a letter from the attorneys. The opinions expressed by Christopher Lynch do not necessarily reflect those of Dysfunction Junction and our affiliates.
What did I say?
I don't know. I was just fucking with you.
I'm like, I didn't do anything this time. Yet. I didn't do anything yet.
I'm just fucking with you. Carry on, sir. I had to stop myself. I had to get to the top of the stairs before I was done laughing. That was good shit.
San Quentin is where we're headed.
Ooh.
When I arrived at this prison to serve 11 years, I never felt at home as my fellow inmates were sketchy. This one time, a young, big white guy offered me some juice, which was D-ball, stating that it makes you big, though it ain't cheap. My response was, I'm the biggest in the yard, boy, and all I eat is hecka canned tuna and top ramen. And this was true. There was no need for steroids, as I was already swole and jacked up.
Jesus Christ.
Bear wearing at least 230 at 5'7", at 5'7". In conclusion, although this jail was extremely sketchy, it was my home, and my best life memories are within it. I'm a little sad now.
Kinda.
I'm a little sad now. I'm just saying. I'm a little sad.
Aw.
And that was a 5-star review.
I hate to hear what he was given. A 1-star, man.
All right.
Tough judge.
We got a 3-star review from Dylan D.
Same place?
San Quentin.
Okay.
Dylan says, I really wanted to love this place.
Sure you did.
I heard that the kitchen used local farms and put great thought into their seasonally changing menu, and the service was not exactly friendly, but efficient. The
That's very thoughtful.
The potatoes had lumps in them, and the edges got cold pretty fast. So I felt I had to rush through eating them, or they wouldn't stay warm for very long. It didn't occur to them that maybe I wanted to take my time. Why don't they serve them just a little hotter? Then there'd be no problem. As for the lumps, I guess there were pieces of potato, but still, lumps are weird, no matter what. Boy, was I wrong. All right, there you go.
I'm going to give this guy a little bit of credit.
You're in San Quentin, and
he started out saying, I had heard that this place uses local farms, local this, like, sourced from around our community. Credit. And then it all fell to shit after that. Because then it was just, I don't like lumps in my potatoes. I don't like this. I don't like that.
Whatever. Can't please them all.
No, you can't.
Were these taters grown up back in the pile of shit? I don't want to eat them. I'm sure they have prison gardens.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah. Not that I've been to prison, but I've seen enough documentaries about these supermaxes. Now, is San Quentin considered a supermax?
I think so.
That they do have a sustainable farm on site that the guys go out and work there for, like, they get an elevated rate of pay, which is probably like 12 cents an hour or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, they've that, and you've got to be trustee. You've got to be trustee level,
right,
to get there. And those are a lot of those. Those are prisons. California has actually, their prison system does a lot with not outsourcing and not farming it out to somebody else trying to make a profit. They just their system is designed to break even and just cover itself and help pay for itself, but nobody's making a profit other than the money going to the prison system that's going back into the prison. You know what I mean? It's that big rub, but that's the California prison system thing, is that. But yeah, they do gardens, they do all of that shit. They raise food.
So where this gentleman came in and said, again, he said all the right things, he shot himself in the foot. I don't give a fuck if you don't like your potatoes lumpy. Some people do. Maybe you didn't get enough gravy on your fucking metal tray. Guess what? You're there for a reason. This isn't 5 stars. You know what? I'll go so far as to say this, because this is not even close to 5 stars. It's not like you're going to Longhorn, which people around here seem to think is top-notch fucking dining.
Ugh.
I said people, not us.
Ugh.
If I'll go to Morton's on the Back Bay in Boston if I want a fantastic fucking steak dinner, but Longhorn, it's the IHOP of steakhouses.
So I got dragged out to Longhorn one time in the last 3-4 years.
How'd that work out for you?
I've never had. I'm not a huge salt. I don't add a lot of salt to my food. There's very few foods I like. Like I like potato chips, and I like a sweet and savory, like caramel and sea salt, like that. This was the saltiest fucking food I've ever had in my life. Everything was so oversalted, it was disgusting. It was, to me, it was inedible.
Much like Olive Garden, I've had one good meal at Olive Garden. I had one good meal at Longhorn. And I've given more than my fair share because Emma loves Longhorn. Emma also loves the Olive Garden. I think both of them, I'd rather eat at Burger King than either of these two places.
Olive Garden, I can't complain about because they're always consistent. What I get is always
shitty.
What I get is always
microwave never fucks up.
Always their fettuccine Alfredo with chicken is always consistently the same. Yeah. And their chicken parm is consistently the same.
No, it's not, because that's my go-to. And the chicken parm, one time, Ocala, Florida, did I have a good chicken parm at Olive Garden? One. I
don't know how hard it is to fuck up cutting open a bag and putting it in the microwave. That's pretty hard.
Go to any Olive Garden that isn't Ocala, Florida. They'll find new and exciting ways to fuck it up. Excuse me.
What do you got, Herm? You got another one?
I do. We're still in San Quentin. After being told, this is a 1-star review. So from John A. John was not happy, apparently. John says, after being told that my wardrobe was not up to their standards, they made me strip in front of them and put on one of their ugly blue onesies. The gall of the staff here. They didn't even tip me for the strip show. Cheap bastards. Oh, and did I mention the sandals and white tube socks they made me wear? I didn't realize I'd wandered into Germany. Things went from bad to worse real quick. I didn't realize I booked the shared accommodations room. Our room was one huge concrete room with enough bunk beds for the entire Miami Dolphins football team. And don't get me started on the open toilet. I made sure to let everyone know I was going number 2, just in case they wanted to watch.
You're afraid Jill lives in prison. Hey, I'm taking a shit. Anybody want to watch? All right. Hold on. Fuck.
That's so gross. I mean, you're not there for a good time. And hopefully you're not there for a long time. But it's jail. It's not supposed to be the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, I've never been to jail. Can't speak for myself. I've been inside a jail. I've seen what a jail looks like, and it doesn't look comfortable.
Yeah, I've never had anything more than a 4 or 5 hour stay. That's only
Which
because
it's
it's 2 o'clock in the morning, and I own that shit. Can't run away from it. But maybe I should leave a review. Norwich Police Department holding cell. 5 stars. No, just kidding.
Would shit here again.
What's that?
Would shit here again.
Would shit here again. I don't think I shit there. The only complaint I had was the cop cars are different now. They got those plastical seats, so your hands are behind. Very uncomfortable. The accommodations were fine. The ride over, my Uber was terrible.
Try to tip him, you wouldn't take anything.
Would not even let me bring a beer with me.
Oh, how dare he?
That's what I'm saying. Couldn't text a friend like, hey, Herm, could you come out and pick me up? Nope. They took my phone. Rat bastards.
Sons of bitches.
Ah, well.
I
don't know what the fuck these people are thinking. I really don't.
Well, who wasn't thinking very clearly was the guy who murdered that chick in Groton and buried her body about 300 feet away from his fucking apartment.
Did they get him?
Yeah, they got him last week, Friday.
No shit. I had seen all the gimmicks, but I hadn't seen the finish.
So they found her body in end of February, beginning of March. The dummy is stupid enough.
You guys are all freaking out over there about fucking mass murderer killer spreading body parts.
The dumb wasn't.
I'm just saying that back in the East Coast, y'all niggas need to calm the fuck down.
We haven't had a serial killer in these parts since 1984. It's not happening. And it wasn't serial because there were like 7,000 different styles of victim. That's not how it works.
There's no consistency.
None of the victims have any victimology consistency at all.
Connective tissue.
I pay attention to all of that shit that goes on back home and read that shit, but there's not two victims that have anything in common at all.
Nope.
There isn't two that look alike that are close in age. That none of it. They're looking for 7 different people for 7 different murders.
Right.
Yeah, so the dummy runs his mouth and
he talked about it. What an asshole.
He talked about it, and then someone tipped the police off. Well, you should really check out his apartment. So when they closed down that apartment that's adjacent to that cemetery for 2 days, doing a search warrant, he denied it 3 times, and then the final time they had him in the interrogation chamber, he finally fucking folded and said, "Yeah, I did it." And you want to know why? She stole my crack.
Yeah, because she stole his crack.
Really? Really? You're gonna chop somebody up and stuff them in fucking suitcases and walk them 350 feet across your property, across the street to the fucking cemetery?
You got to.
Because
otherwise,
because
if you
it's
don't,
crack.
Yep,
it's cheap.
You got to.
There was a story.
Someone else will come along, and someone else knows you didn't do nothing, and someone else will come take your crack.
Herm's going to help me with this. There was a guy we went to high school with, and this was a story about 20 years ago. I can't remember his name. But him and his buddy got pulled over. They got a little balloon full of heroin. Quick, swallow this. Swallow.
Oh, that was Robbie.
Robbie who?
Wasn't that Robbie? Keep going.
I want to say his name was Nate.
Could be. Keep going.
It doesn't matter. Swallows the balloon of heroin. Boom. The search is over. They get let go on their way. 2 days later, the other guy's fiending. He's like, "Where's that heroin?" "I don't know. I haven't shit it out yet." "Where's the heroin?" "I don't know. I didn't shit it out yet." Kills the dude, guts the dude, gets the balloon out, gets high, and then turns himself in. Like, you have to be the dumbest son of a bitch on earth.
When was this?
2000-ish? 2001?
I remember that.
Yeah. It was a huge story around here because it's like, this is what drugs will do to you.
Yeah, I remember that.
Fuck, it was hardcore. And it was back when you can actually have honest reporting. And the article in The Day was so graphic about how he disemboweled and went through and had to find the bag. And you have, 28 feet of intestines inside of you? How much do you want heroin? Dude, go spend the $50 and go get a bag of black tar back then.
I mean, really, come on.
You're gonna gut your friend to find this little balloon of fucking heroin? Drugs are bad, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. 15 minutes left. How many more you got? How many can you... Jesus.
He's not here.
That was the last one.
Okay. I'm going to say this once. This episode has made you the GOAT. That was good shit.
That was good shit.
We're going to come back, obviously, with 1-star strip club reviews next week. Anybody have any quick hits now that we're at the end? We got a couple minutes we can fill, or we could call it a day, whatever you want to do.
That was something I wanted to talk about, was that guy in Groton. We kind of got that out of the way. So,
I mean, kind of. There. I have a lot of questions, but
calm your
question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The biggest question I have is, how stupid do you have to be to, if you want to get away with murder, don't fucking talk about it. There's a reason why BTK and all these crazy bitches, for years and years, they didn't talk about it. Michael Ross went to work every day. Nobody knew he was out there killing young women. BTK, Green River Killer, the Toolbox Killer, fucking Night Stalker. But the Night Stalker was extra crazy, so people thought he was a little... And But they didn't go to a bar and be like, yeah, I killed this bitch last week down on the 405 and, I threw her. There's a reason why we haven't caught the Black Dahlia killer.
Yeah, but he was a crackhead.
Yeah, all right. I can get. I mean, cocaine's a hell of a drug.
He probably was all fucked up when he was running his mouth.
Wouldn't doubt it.
You know what I mean?
Telling his dealer, I'm going to go share this with this guy. But if he fucks me like that other girl did, they're going to find him in the cemetery. Wait, what? What? Did you just budget? Could you? Hello, 911? Yeah. This ninja over here just admitted to a murder.
I mean, that's crazy.
The funniest thing that I find about any murder story, doesn't matter if it's one person or serial killers, that they think they can get away with it. Especially in this day and age. Everything you do is collated and quantified. Your cell phone pings, your car has little gizmos in it. Everything you do can be drawn up in about 35 seconds. They just put new cameras on some of the stoplights here in Norwich.
Yeah, they're putting them in Groton too.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, well, this happened over here, and they can get a picture of your car. Let's say I go out. I pick up a nice young lady. We'll put her between the ages of 40 and 45. Not that I've killed anybody. Don't anybody get all fucking crazy on me. And they find this person at this particular spot, and they run back all those cameras, and they see a picture of me at a stoplight with me and little Miss Susie over here in the car. It's hard to say wasn't me.
Right.
Really hard. And the evidence trail can walk back and put you there, but that picture is really hard. That might not be the best evidence, but it's like, oh, you didn't know her? Here's a picture of you two together. Maybe it was me.
Well, I mean, people on a certain side will say that's like very Orwellian and that Big Brother and you're going to be watched everywhere you go. If you think you can go out in today's society right now and think that you're not seen by something, you're out of your fucking gourd.
Absolutely. I walk down the aisle, any aisle in Walmart, and I'm on camera. If I go into the Big Y parking lot, I'm on camera. I truly believe this because of the way McDonald's works, and they have the 2 drive-through lanes, and nobody blends the right way. But when I get to the window, they know it's me, even if I get cut off. I think they have cameras right there to see my car, to see my face, and say, I want the bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit meal, Coke instead of coffee, and an extra hash brown, $11.95, come to the window. Now, if somebody cuts me off in that merge, you don't know it's me, but they know it's me.
Right.
You're on camera 99.9% of the time, unless you're taking a piss, unless you're at James Brown's house, and he's dead. Or, you're in a changing room at Target. No cameras, but they see you go in.
Right.
They don't see, the goods. They see you go into the changing room. People who think I don't think it's what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not an invasion of my privacy if they're doing it for the right reasons. Now,
here's the other thing, Chris.
Please.
There's no expectation of privacy in public.
Mm-mm.
There is no expectation of privacy in public. Now, there are expectations that if you're on a privately owned property, like you can't just go in there and film,
right,
or do whatever the fuck you want, like Sam's Club or BJ's or Costco. Those are clubs. Those aren't stores. Those are clubs. You have to pay for the right to shop there.
When I was working for Ace, I was in Middletown during a stop when I was working on the road a lot, and some jackass just thought, I'm going to come in here and I'm going to film my complaint. And it was, sir, you can't film here. Yes, I can. It's a public place. No, this is private property. The owners are X. You can call them and ask for their permission to film, but you cannot just come in here and willy-nilly film whatever you want without managerial permission or ownership of the land permission. Those are Those are your two options. Fuck you, it's a free country. And oh, here you go. Put your red hat on and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, I mean, we're all being filmed all the time. There's no secret about it. But if you're gonna do something, you're gonna do a crime. Here's a saying: the smart criminals don't get caught. Smart criminals don't get caught. They may eventually be due to greed or just making a mistake, but for the most part, if you really want to commit a crime and get away with it, you can. I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying you're out of your fucking tree if you don't think that somebody can find you some way, somehow.
Oh, look who's in the comment section. Braylon, you should not be watching this show, young lady. I hope this is Eric watching and not Braylon. Oh my God, please don't watch anything we've done for the last 90 minutes, please. We like you too much. Yeah, we like you too much. Although, this might be right up her alley. We got to learn the young people nice and young. So don't go to prison. That's the valuable point we made today.
Yes, that's the theme of the evening. Do not go to jail or prison.
Right. Or you
probably won't like it.
You'll be leaving 1-star reviews of prisons that you've attended. I say attended, like you went to a concert. I attended Corrigan Correctional Facility, and here's my experience. It's not like going to freaking Outback.
Yeah, I study janitorial services.
I'm going to ask you guys a question before we leave with 7 minutes left. Little things that go on in my life. As you guys may or may not have noticed, I have kept my political posts, videos, etc. to the quarters. And when I say the quarters, it's to our group chat, to a select few others, because a friend of mine, a very dear friend of mine, asked me very politely, don't share political things. It drives me nuts. It bothers me, yada, yada, yada. But then the same person is basically breaking their own rule. And I'm at a crossroads here. This is a very good friend. I think highly of this person. But if you set a rule, if Herm says to me, Chris, I'd prefer it if you never wear the color orange on the show. Orange is a very bad color. It triggers me, whatever. I don't want to use, highfalutin modern day buzzwords or whatever. But if there's something in Herm's childhood that orange is just a bad color, and he says, don't wear orange. I say, okay, Herm, here's what I'd like in return. I will definitely, but there's something that you do that I don't like. Can you not scratch your beard on the left side with your index finger? Because somebody did that when I was a kid and it drove me nuts. And that's when I knew the beating was coming. You know what I mean? Okay, cool. If you make a rule, don't break your own fucking rule. How hard is that?
Well,
and I'm going to venture to guess. I'm going to venture to guess.
No,
that,
no names. No names.
No, I'm going to venture to guess that this person doesn't have the same leanings you do.
I don't lean.
Well, ideology. That you or share your candor in pointing out things just that are facts. Correct.
I'll leave it at that. Correct.
So doesn't agree with what you post politically.
Well, no. I got a motherfucking problem.
What is your motherfucking problem?
99 problems and a bitch ain't one.
Oh, this bitch is one.
He's not a bitch. Let's clear it up. I just there
I'm gonna make him
there's things I can't bring to the table
right now.
Okay.
Listen, you little weak fuck. Why does somebody else have to do something for you to make you fucking happy? If somebody's saying something and you don't like it, you have options, bitch. You can unfollow them. You don't have to unfriend somebody. You can unfollow them. You can limit what you see. You can snooze somebody for 30 days. Fuck you for expecting somebody else to change their lives to suit your fucking happiness, you cuck. I'm done here.
Now, I'm going to add to that. I'm going to add to that. This exact same situation happened to me 2-3 years ago, and
I
it
hope they
was
watch this.
because you put, and I quote, this is from a private message, and I quote, "You post stuff that is just so ridiculous. I don't understand why you do it." And I said, very simple thing you can do is stop following me. I don't do this for you. If you get a chuckle out of it, you get a chuckle out of it. If you don't want to look, keep scrolling. Say goodbye.
Yep. Let me know
Say
when
goodbye.
you're finished. Yeah.
And I understand your confliction. This person, to me, I wasn't such a dear friend. It was just somebody I knew. So it didn't hurt me as much. But I get it where you're coming from. It is hard when it's somebody you consider a dear friend or somebody that you have a lot of respect for, and then you see them break their own rule. I get it. I understand. It's because they don't agree with what you say. They want you to fall in line with what their ideology is. And then once you start posting, and once you start posting shit like that, they'll want you back in the circle. You see how that happens?
Yeah. What I'm going to say is what I'm going to say. It can be verified by Herm over here and partially verified by Lynch right down here.
Right here.
And I've said it on the show before, but it bears repeating. From the day I turned 18, I was a card-carrying Democrat. I campaigned for 3 presidential elections here in the state of Connecticut. 2 were successful. 1 was Al Gore. Somewhere around 2013, I watched the party go in a direction that I was not willing to follow. So I left. I consider myself independent, although I am to the way, I don't say the way you guys say it, but it's the truth. I am somewhat right-leaning. There are a lot of things on both sides that I see that are good. There are a lot of things that I see on both sides that are bad. We spent 15 minutes in pre-production talking about how shitty Donald freaking Trump is.
Sure did.
We were all on the same page. Here's my problem. If I were a Republican, it doesn't mean I'm a Trumper. If I am a Democrat, it doesn't mean I'm full-blown AOC Bernie Sanders Jones. There are layers and nuances. Only an idiot believes that if you're not this, you're this. If you can sit in a stand like Lynch and I have done, no, we've never been to a baseball game. I'm sorry, Lynch. I'll bring up my friend Mark. Sit in a stands. He's a Red Sox fan. I'm a Yankee fan, and we wear different jerseys. It doesn't mean I don't have respect for this side. What I don't like is rules for thee, but not for me. And if I'm going to tell you guys this now, and it may blow up, if rules for thee, but not for me continues, I'm going to have a 90-minute rant that is going to bury every person that thinks like this. And Lynch left. He must be one of those guys. I'm kidding. But I mean, Herm, we've been on this job 40 years. Lynch and I have been on this job 25, almost 30 years. At no point do we let our ideologies get in the way of a fucking friendship. It's bullshit. And I wish people could get out of their fucking bubble and get off their soapbox long enough to understand that this is a person. That's a person. Where is he? Over here. That's a person. That's a person. I gauge you two and everybody in my life on the goodness and the camaraderie and the friendship and the way we connect. Not how you think, how you voted, if you said something bad about something I like, because God knows Herm has shit on a lot of things that I like over the years, and I've shit on every time I say fuck Rush. Lynch has got his middle finger in the air. It doesn't fucking matter. At the end of the day, if you can't see a person beyond this, go fuck yourself. I'm Chris Burns, and that's my opinion.
No, and that's my whole point, Chris, is that there is no art of discourse. And I say it all the time. The art of conversation is dead.
I agree with you 90%. The other 10% is the fact that us three can sit here on any given night. If we just decided one night at 11 o'clock on a Friday night, hey guys, get on the video. We're going to do this, and we do it. We're going to find a way to talk it through and have civil discourse. It isn't you don't like chocolate? Fuck you. But if you don't like strawberry, fuck you. If that's the way you operate, fuck you. I'm done.
And to be completely honest with you, Chris, that's exactly when I saw the Democrats take a turn that was bad. And that's when this all started. It was either you're 100% in my bag or you're this. And I can't think that way.
There are so many good, righteous, and I don't use righteous like, they got a halo and they're going to immediately ascend to heaven on the golden steed or whatever the fuck. I see a lot of good Democrats with a lot of good things to say, and I can understand their position. I've also watched a lot of good Democrats who I followed as good Democrats walk over to the other side because they, like me, are tired of the antics. However, the other side has just as many pieces of garbage. No one side is immune.
No.
And if you think that way, you're a fucking fool.
Fucking men. I mean, really. Just because I don't believe or understand your side of it doesn't mean I'm not willing to explore it.
Sure.
I'll think about it all day long. And once I think about it and say that's fucking dumb or I don't understand, I'll get to the point where I understand it and make a decision.
Sure.
It's just,
and there's my last point, and I'm sorry for hijacking the back end of this show.
No, go ahead.
There's a reason why when you go to vote, depending on where you are, yes, you have options. We all know this, but you are sequestered in this little cubicle or behind a curtain. Do you know why? Because there's nobody's fucking business who you voted for. If you choose to put a flag up in front of your house, if you choose to have a shirt, if you choose to have a coffee mug, rock and roll. You're putting yourself out there. I choose not to. Now, I told you guys when the election happened who I voted for. Freely and willingly. But I never said, Herm, who'd you vote for? Lynch, who'd you vote for? Oh, you voted for somebody I don't like? Get the fuck out. Because I'm not a fucking child.
Well, and I'm going to say something positive about the Connecticut Democrats was about the filibuster. I give them a lot of respect for doing it because it actually shows that maybe these guys actually give a shit about something. Whether I agree with that something doesn't matter. It's that they share the passion and the dedication to do that. I respect the act. That's classy.
Mm-hmm.
To me, that's classy. It's a class act. They did what they thought was the right thing. And I hear people shit on them. Okay, it's your right to shit on them. But when you ask them why, they don't really have an answer. But when they ask me why, well, how can you support that? I give that articulate response because I admire their dedication. Even if I don't believe it's right, fucking fight for it. If you think it's right, fight for it. And that's what we need to do. And then come to a common ground in the middle. Have some concessions here and there. But our country right now is not being run like that. And where do you think the mentality comes from? From the top fucking down. And he plays into that because he knows the majority of the pulse of America acts just like him. They think just like him. They get their news and call fake news all the time and bullshit, blah, 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 blah. I think what he's doing to the press, shaking it up. All right, fine, great. Hallelujah. Maybe it's time for a change on how the White House is reported. CBS News should be in trouble for editing that fucking interview with Kamala Harris. I admire what the guy did stepping down as president. I don't agree with him, but I admire him for doing it. And I admire the lead anchor of CBS saying what he said in the last minute of 60 Minutes the other night.
Yeah, that was fantastic.
He ruffled a lot of fucking feathers.
But he was honest.
In the same breath, I'm going to say, CBS, you got some splaining to do about the Kamala Harris interview.
Oh, there's more.
But here's my point.
His eyes. Go ahead, finish.
Here's my point. And then I'm going to shut up about it.
I'm sorry, I thought you did. My mistake, sir.
Here's my point. I can say in the same breath, I admire CBS for one thing and not admire them for another.
Correct.
Not like the fucking world on fire.
Bingo. CBS, and I brought this up on the show somewhere around October. when Donald Trump ran on one of his campaign things was no tax on tips. CBS headline: no tax on tips would cost the American people or the American and it was this doom and gloom headline. I'm like, I'll read the story, and I read the story, and it was all good. 3 weeks later, Kamala Harris says that's a really good idea. I agree with Donald Trump. I would also like to run on no tax on tips. No tax on tips is a economic boom for. And I'm like, are you the same people that 3 weeks ago just shit on no tax on tips, and now you're good with no tax on tips? Pick a lane and fucking drive through.
That's what media does now. They create the narrative, and whatever narrative they want to side with, that's the one they spin.
And unfortunately, whatever outlet you're watching, that's what you're absorbing. Thank God for the app that I use. I can read 17 stories from left, right, and center and foreign. Same news story. You can see what the facts are, much like we said about Walter Cronkite. He was a raging racist and an ungodly alcoholic. But when he stared down the barrel of that camera, he gave you just the fucking facts. For 1 hour, and you got 5 minutes of opinion. Now you get maybe 15 minutes of news and 40 minutes of opinion.
And commercials.
Well, yeah. Anyway, I'm done here. Tune in tonight, 8 o'clock, Speed Review. I'm going to try to get my mood back, and we're going to talk about Talladega. We have Braylon's picks. We have how bad will Corey suck in the fantasy points. And I got a question.
So I got shit for watching that race the other day from my wife.
Why?
What the fuck are you doing watching NASCAR?
You're getting Burnsonated.
Well, no, I was rooting for the guy from Connecticut.
Which one? There was Priest, Logano, Alfredo. There was a couple.
Alfredo.
Oh, yeah.
Alfredo.
Oh, wonderful run for him. My question goes more toward Logano and Priest, but I'll save that for the show.
Some disqualifications. That sucks.
Yeah. All right.
I'll tune in and listen to that. Talladega is one of my favorite races.
Oh, it's amazing.
I love that track.
And I'm still the Andrew the Giant Memorial Battle Royal champion.
All right, Andrew.
Because I forgot to bring it upstairs. Come back next week, please, if we haven't scared you off, for 1-star strip club reviews. And as much as Herm made me laugh, I'm hoping to get that same reaction out of him next week. It's a great place for kids. I would recommend. Guys, we love you. Thank you so much.
It was amazing.
My grandma enjoyed the steak.
You got any more of that butthole chili?
I do have a review from Australia that I think you guys are going to like. I don't think we've ventured to Australia yet. Been to New Zealand, been around that South Pacific area, but never to Australia. Play the music. We're out of here.
We're 10 minutes over. We'll see everybody next week. We're out.
Peace. No music. Fuck them.